Peace and love, y'all. This is Moyana back with Low Key Vibes, bringing you some high vibrations while I remain low key. I'm out here at my spot in Austin by the river. Unfortunately, it's by a dam, but I just wanted to make a video. I felt compelled. I always go off my spirit. Um, First off, Happy New Year. Woo! Happy spring equinox and happy super full moon in Libra. The energy is very intense, but in a wonderful way. It's powerful as far as I'm concerned, because also Mercury is still in retrograde, and I've actually been having a wonderful retrograde. I've been having just a wonderful past few weeks. A lot of realizations, a lot of detachments and let goes, and just acknowledgement of my power, and it just feels really good. I really hope everybody else is enjoying it. If not, don't focus on the negative. Try to hold tight to the lesson that whatever situation you're enduring, that you're going through, there's a lesson in it for you. Find the lesson in the situation, and then you'll come out stronger than when you entered it. But I don't know, I've just been feeling the energy, and I brought a couple of my decks with me out here at the river, just to see what the energy is and any messages I've been given from spirit. And I used my Isis Oracle deck. And oh yeah, I'm gonna brag a little bit. I did it's my first time doing my own retwist. Well, I've done this is my fourth retwist on my locks, but it's my first time doing it with actual products and like clips and stuff, and like styling it. And I just needed to throw some in as best I could, but this is my first time, and I'm kind of proud. My edges laying down and whatnot, so yay me. But I kind of just want to talk about the two cards that fell out of my Isis Oracle deck, as well as what was at the bottom of the deck, kind of explaining the energy that we're feeling and what's happening right now. It's just going to be a brief video. And again, I don't know who's going to watch this, if anybody is going to watch it, but if you do watch it, welcome to my personal diary, of my journey, and I hope something in this video helps you. But let me just go ahead and flip this camera around so you can see the three cards. All right, so I'll go one by one. I'll move up as I read it. The first card is the Serpent of Fire. It says the Priestess of Serpent Sisterhood. And as you can see, she's holding her snake, she's holding her cobra. And Isis, of course, represents the Great Mother, the divine feminine energy, the darkness that people tell you to fear. That's basically what she is. This card is basically saying, from the energy that I'm feeling, a lot of people are coming into their awakening. And in coming into your awakening, your Kundalini energy is awakened, and it begins to rise throughout your spinal cord, the physical spinal cord, but it's also the spiritual chakra system, your energy centers that powers your spiritual body, which manifests into your physical body. So a lot of those who are newly awakening, this is just confirmation that you are awakening. For others that have already been on this journey, you're moving into a new cycle, a new lesson, a new strength, a new power, just growth within yourself. It's almost like playing a video game. I love the analogy, like you're playing a video game and you defeat one boss on one level. Now you move into a new level that's going to end with a whole nother boss that you have to face. This is what this card represents. Okay, your power coming back online. And also, when I read in the book, it also told you, it mentioned to be mindful that now, at a time, since your power is online, you're moving into alignment with the universe, you're moving into alignment with nature and all of its forces. You hold so much more power than you may feel, think, or believe. So be mindful of the words you speak, because as soon as you speak it, so shall it be. It shall manifest. And you want to make sure that you're always putting out high vibrations, loving thoughts, thoughts of power, thoughts of strength, thoughts of knowledge and wisdom, thoughts of understanding. Be mindful of toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors, especially if you're around people that are toxic. You do not want to pick up that energy and start to project it outward, because that will manifest and come back to you. Okay, so it's always stay on your square. Okay, stay on your cloud, float above all the bullshit, stay strong, and allow this energy to set in yourself. And also, you have to be patient. Give yourself time to readjust. Okay, You're shedding a lot of old layers, like a snake sheds its skin. You know, you're coming into new skin, a new body, a new being, spiritual body, mental body, etheric body, astral body, physical body, okay, emotional body. All these things are new for you. You're purging out what does not serve. That's what the equinox is. It's a rebirth. Spring represents a rebirth, and spring is finally here now. You're getting ready to be reborn, and of course after a baby is born, it takes some time. You know, you have to clean off the residue from the womb. You have to wait for the placenta to fall off. You have to give it a little time before the baby can fully embrace the world around it. And that's what you have to do with yourself. You have to give yourself time for the power and the energy that you're bringing forth to integrate within your being, so that when you do step out and just bloom and blossom between spring and summer, you're ready. You're ready for any and everything that will come to you. You're ready for your tribe to come to you, but you're also ready just in case. With power comes resistance. So whenever something comes up against you to resist it, or to resist you, you're ready. You can handle that. You can deal with it in a high, in a God-like manner, in a God and goddess-like manner. Okay, that's all this is. The energy, or the energy, or the energy, or the inner God and goddess in you is coming alive, and it's blooming ever so strongly and ever so powerful. So allow it, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the old falling away. All the old shit had to fall away in nature during the winter season, and now we finally hit spring, and we're about to see some beautiful blossoms and blooms, from the trees to the flowers to grass, everything. The butterflies and dragonflies are back out, like, enjoy it. It's a beautiful time when new birth comes, just like when you welcome a new child into the family. It's a beautiful time. So moving on, the second card that fell out along with it was Truths Unveiled, and it's the revelation of Isis. This is basically something coming to fruition, a perception made real. It's almost like a card of be aware. As you come into your power, be aware of your surroundings. You may even notice that you're a little more aware, a little more intuitive. You know, your third eye is kicking in when you go certain places, or when you're around certain people, or when you do certain things. You just don't feel right. Something feels off, especially if you're coming into your awakening. It may be some things that you're used to, or some people or places that you're used to, and now you probably can't stomach it anymore. Something is not right. It almost agitates you and it bothers you. This is Truths Revealed. This is saying you are right. Like, follow your intuition. Is there to guide you. That's your inner feminine, your inner source. That's your soul speaking to you and telling the ego to shut the fuck up. Like, we need to be safe, and where we are, what we're doing right now, is taking us away from safety. Follow the intuition. It will never steer you wrong. Also, if you've been having doubts about certain things, about certain people, places, jobs, friends that you're hanging with, you know, it could be food that you're eating, habits that you still partake in. If you're having those doubts about it, this is also confirmation saying you are right. Like, it's time to make some changes. As this energy grows within you, it's time to make some changes to your environment. Start with self first, and then your environment will reflect that which you have changed within yourself. Okay? Like, it could also speak to someone being dishonest around you, something being dishonest, something maybe not living up to its own hype. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something bad. It could be an offer that came to you, something that was delivered to you basically on a silver platter, which seems great. It could all be great, but something may be off within your being from it, that you may know, like, it's a really good offer, but I know there's something better. I know there's something more. I know I deserve something more or something better. And that's okay. It's follow your intuition. What you want may be small potatoes in comparison to what is there for you. And nothing can stop what is for you but you. Okay? You have to come into alignment with it, which you are. As this serpentine fire, like, comes online, you are moving into alignment to your truth. It could also be a divine truth being revealed. That's what Mayat is. And Mayat is also, she's the goddess of the scales of truth and justice. We're in the full moon of Libra. Libra represents the goddess Mayat. Mayat represents the goddess of Libra. And the planet Venus controls Libra. That's love. That's balance. It's also finance. And again, Mayat is truth, justice. balancing of scales. When you want to transition from the physical realm back into the realm of the ancestors and the gods, your heart has to be light as a feather. You have to be detached. Okay, you have to be able to allow that energy within you operate from this divine energy so that you can detach from this physical realm, this human shit, so that when she weighs your heart in comparison to a feather, it's balanced and you can move on. You're not dense, you're not heavy, you're not still attached or bogged down by the ways of this world, that you're ready to move on into higher being, higher consciousness, right? So truths are unveiled. Mayat, the Libra season, is bringing us into truth and balance and justice and harmony overall. Harmony is the word I've been looking for. Okay, the masculine energy and the feminine energy within every single one of us is supposed to be coming into balance right now. And as it does, those two energies, they spiral and they travel up your system like snakes travel up in a spiral, like a DNA helix, DNA being activated as well, is what I'm hearing. Like as it travels up your core and it bursts out of your crown, connecting you to higher realms and higher consciousness, with your root chakra grounding you. Okay, your root chakra grounding you to the energy of the core, and starting from there and shooting up through your being into the energies of the cosmos. You are connected from the macro to the micro and vice versa, from within, from without, as above, so below. This energy is beautiful, y'all. I feel beautiful. I really do. Sorry to just rant, but that's all it is. Embrace the changes that are coming for you and that are coming to you. Embrace your beauty, embrace your power, embrace your gifts, embrace your soul. Okay, if you're an art, like, it's time for self-expression. Like, we can't keep doing the 9-to-5 working and following society and then turn around and ignore our passions, ignore our desires, ignore what is within us, what is crying out from us. I don't care if what your passion is doesn't make you any money. It may not just make you money right now, but how would you ever know if you don't try, if you don't utilize, if you don't put it out there? It's time to get out. It's time to put it out there. Spring is here. Rebirth. If you ever wanted to renew yourself, reinvent yourself, now is the time to do it. Who's stopping you? You. Nobody but you. Okay? And this brings to the last card that was at the bottom of the deck. This is initiation. Spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. This is the sun god. This is the divine father, the divine masculine. Father and mother are testing you. This divine feminine and masculine energy within you, you are being tested to bring it online. And again, like I gave the analogy earlier when I said, when you're playing a video game and every level that you hit, you have to get through all the many challenges and the many enemies and the many resistances of that level until you reach that final boss. Once you reach that final boss, you move up a level and you start over a level. That's what this initiation is. Coming into this spring equinox, coming into this new season, coming into this super full moon. Also, full moons are a period to let go of shit. This initiation is you getting ready. You probably about to face a final test. If you haven't already faced it, you'll know what it is when you see it. That's what this truth unveil is. It could be somebody really coming at you sideways, and the old you may have popped off like extra hard, extra fast. But this serpent fire, this balance, this wisdom in you, it's like, that shit not even worth it. I'm not about to lower my vibration because my power is online. And the moment I hit that vibration, I'm going to attract that shit back to me. Shit that I've been trying so hard to let go of. This is a test. It's a big test to see, are you ready to move on into your new season, into your divinity, into your righteousness, into your justice, into your truth, into your power, into your presence. This is what's going on right now. As the seasons change, as this super full moon is the last super full moon of the year, but we're also going to have, I believe, another moon in Libra after this. This is an initiation period, because I believe we have another moon in Libra in this constellation, in the constellation of balance, truth, justice, harmony, all of that. Like, it's time to get just due. It's time to get what's owed to you as well. It's time for what is owed to you, what you've been working for and what you've been working towards. If you've been cheated, if you've been robbed of shit, if you have just gone through hell and back because of whatever karmic debts you may have had to pay out, whatever experiences you had to go through, it's time to get what you've earned. It's time to get what you worked for. But you can only receive it if you come into alignment with it. If you still on low vibrations and you got some God shit coming to you, that God shit is just gonna sit. It's gonna sit up on the shelf looking down at you with his hands on his hips, just shaking his head like, mm. Look at all this shit up here on the shelf that we got for this child, that we got for our descendant from your ancestors. Look at all this beautiful stuff we trying to give this person, and they so stuck on the shit on the floor. They just want to stay on the floor and don't even realize it's a whole shelf up here, a whole new floor, a whole new level to be reached. Okay, it's time to move into alignment. Allow that God-like and that goddess-like energy that's flowing through you, allow it to power you. Okay, cleanse yourself. Full moon is a period of letting go. Fast. If you're not good at fasting, I promise you, just drink water and eat fruit for like 3 days. You'll stay full, you'll stay hydrated, and I promise you will feel so much better. Okay, cleanse out your system. Get some teas, get some laxative, preferably like tea laxatives, any type of natural stuff. So when you eat your fruit and drink your water all day, take that laxative at night or in the evening. Clean out that system. Even if it's just for 3 days, that will make a complete difference. You'll feel different. Okay, you know, just do, if you can't do that, diet a little bit. Incorporate a little more fruit and vegetables in your diet. Cut out one thing. If you smoke, cut out your smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself now, shit. But like, if you drink a little bit, cut out drinking for a few days. Give yourself some time to reset and renew. Give yourself time to grow and evolve. Give yourself time to change. Thank you for whoever's watching. I appreciate it. Just give yourself time. This is an initiation period. There's no telling how long this will last. There's no telling that, like, an initiation can go on for years, so long as you make it go that long, so long as you prolong it. If you keep fighting what's yours and what's for you, your initiations can last lifetimes if you don't get it, if you keep fucking up. So it's time to get on code. It's time to get on code. All this societal shit and all this stuff that we've been taught and we've been told has been ass backwards. It's time to let it go, and let it go with pride and with strength, to know that there is more coming. There is more out there. My ancestors got my back. My angels got my back. My spirits and my gods got my back. I've been seeing butterflies everywhere, and that's one of my spirit animals. This is confirmation. And I'm in a whole new place now. I've been in this city for almost 3 months now, and I'm still getting my confirmations. I'm still getting my signs. I'm still getting my lessons. That's how I know it's bigger than this physical rock that we living on. It's a beautiful living organism, and I'm thankful to be here on Mother Earth and to be learning her lessons. But it's so much bigger. The connections that we have, the energy that we feel is so much bigger than Earth, because Earth is also subject to these cosmic divine energies. It flows through everything, every planet, every universe, every macroverse, and every microverse. All these are just energies that's flowing. We're getting trickle down effects, trickle down from the cosmos, from the planets. We're getting trickle down energy from Earth, and we also trickle down energy from ourselves to our inner universe, to our organs, to our bloodstream, to our DNA. It's all connected. It's all intertwined. Okay, and it's time to start. And every little thing you do, every thought you have, every word you speak, it affects that. So says your serpent of fire. If whoever watches this, and my lovely that's watching it now, listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire song Serpentine Fire. If that shit don't put you in a good mood and you don't feel that shit rising, I don't know what is. But listen to Serpentine Fire. That's your power coming back online. It's the God in you coming back online, being aware of who you are, where you are, and what the fuck you are. So much bigger than the human vessel you're inhabiting, so much bigger than the little house, the apartment that you live in, so much bigger than the car you drive, or the bus you ride, or the job you work, the school you go to, and the little assignments you got to turn in. You're so much bigger and so much grander than that, and they don't want you to know that, because the moment you do, and the moment most people do, all this shit is over. We end this shit, we shut it down, and we move on to higher states of being, higher states of awareness, just purely conscious beings. And this is what we should be striving towards. This is what we should be working towards. This is what's happening, whether you're conscious of it or cognizant of it or not. You're going through an initiation, okay? And to pass this initiation, you have to allow truths to unfold and to be able to see through it and behave accordingly. React accordingly, react in a God state, okay? Whatever truth that gets revealed, whatever situation that has come, is coming, you have to handle it accordingly with your divine power, in your divine state so says the serpent of fire. Because once you do, you pass that test and you move on to something bigger, better, and grander. So that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to get out. You know, please, you know, like, share, subscribe if you like it. I think that's what everybody says on YouTube with everybody I watch. Thank you so much. I keep missing your name every time you comment, but thank you so much, love, for watching. I really appreciate it. I may come back later and do like a tarot spread for the energy for the full moon as well as the equinox. I don't know. I'm planning on doing like a spiritual bath, but please just enjoy this energy. It sounds simple and sounds stupid. Drukpa. Did I say that right? Drukpa? I hope so. But please enjoy this energy. Please stay up, stay on high vibrations, love yourself, love on yourself, love those around you. And I will talk to you later, and I'll see you when I see you.